Hey, family, travelers, how are you doing this evening? Come on in. So happy Monday. I'll wait for a few people to come in. So, a few things I just would like to discuss this evening and go over an announcement I would like to make, and then we can go forward from there. Hope everybody's evening was good and hope everybody's week was good. And so, first off, let's deal with I've submitted a video just on Friday, and on Friday, the video was of 4 reasons to choose early dining with Carnival. And so I submitted this video on Friday. I put it out there, and I thought it was a really good informational video. I said at the beginning of the year that one of the things that I wanted to do was start to do things where I can start to just give informational videos. And so I wanted to do that on Friday. And so, hey, Rockwell, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. And so I just want to do that on Friday. I wanted to bring out the information about early dining on Carnival. And just because John Hell kind of recommended it, and he's the brand ambassador, so I wanted to try it out for myself. So anyone has not seen that video, you can go and see that video that I put out on Friday. And so it was something that I thought that was very important for people who are not with Carnival or not familiar with Carnival to know the different types of dining that they have, and if you are familiar with Carnival, just to know what my experience was with early dining, knowing that usually from the time I started with Carnival, I usually do anytime dining. And there are some pluses for anytime dining, but for example, I know that in the comments, Carnival Cruise addicts say that they're usually like all out and about and they're in the casino and they're gambling or what have you. And so, therefore, they just decide, if they had an early dining, they would just miss it. Whereas I'm kind of a creature of habit. And if I'm a creature of habit to the point where when it comes to what I would like to do, for example, on a Carnival cruise ship, I like to go to the production show. I like to go to the early one. I like to, after that, then see what else is going on. And if there's a break, then just chill a little bit before probably the Lido Deck party or whatever it is. Maybe see a comedy show. And so I rather do that in between instead of having to wait necessarily all the way until the evening to see all the festivities. And so I just came on here just to kind of go over that. And I want to make two announcements. First of all, now do have memberships in place, and it's very easy. Hey, Shay, thanks for coming in. I decided to, hey, Sig, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. And I decided to do a membership, and it is a simple membership, 3-tier membership, just like Carnival. If you do follow Carnival, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. And so I do have memberships in place. And as the memberships grow, I think I want to do more things that are exclusive in terms of information that I give out as well. I was seeing Team Reese Travels, and I asked them a question about what was it that they were going to do if they were going to do a new ship. And one of the things they said was, well, for those people who are members, they know what we're going to do, but it's only for the membership. And so that is kind of like a something that you give just the members so that they know specifically what is happening with you with your channel. And if they do want to go on something, then they can always just kind of like follow along or just decide to book also the same type of cruise. And so I'm glad I have content creators on here, because one of the things that I want to announce, I kind of made reference to it earlier in the month, is that I am doing a group cruise. And I'm doing a group cruise and I know Raquel, you have done group cruises. Cheryl, you have done group cruises, and you have a group cruise, a solo cruise coming up, I think 2026. And so I am doing a group cruise. Travels with PMB is doing my first group cruise ever. It is going to be in November 8th to the 16th on Majestic Princess. And the thing about Majestic Princess, it is going to be by the time I get on that ship, they will renovate it, refurbish it, because originally it was really meant for the Asian market, and so therefore they have all these symbols, these Chinese symbols in the ship, and they're getting ready to refurbish it before I get on the ship. And so that is going to be a good thing. Thank you, Raquel. And so it's going to be my first one. I'm just trying to feel it out. Depending on how well it's received, or I will decide whether I'm going to do one every year or I'm going to do one every 2 years. And so I'm still trying to feel out what I am going to do regarding this group cruise. And so it's going to go to it's going to be an 8-day cruise, 2 nights in Aruba. Initially, it was supposed to be Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. I believe there's some issues maybe with Bonaire. Maybe they don't want too many cruises going to Bonaire, so they changed it to 2 nights in Aruba and 1 night in Curacao. And so therefore, the rest of the time is just relaxing, chilling. And if you've ever been to Aruba, Aruba is beautiful anyway. It's one of my favorite islands to go to. It can be expensive though to fly there. I've done all inclusives. Rio Antilles, I've been there more than once, and it is a kind of expensive not only to fly there but also to do an all inclusive for a couple of days. It can run you around 2000. And so I feel like being able to do a cruise, being able to see it for 2 days and include Curacao, and be able to be on the ship and experience all the things on the ship. And if you've never done a princess cruise, just you got to try it at least one time. That's how I met Raquel, and that's how I met Cheryl. We were on Sun Princess. I met them in person, even though I knew about them through YouTube, and I met them in person, and they have their vlogs. And I think, Cheryl, did you come out with Sun Princess vlogs, all of them yet, or you still have some things that you have to come out with? And so my vlogs are out. I know Raquel vlogs are out, and so we. That's how we met. I enjoy Princess. I have been on Princess more than once. I like their programs when it comes to giving you credit for being a solo person in the cabin, where they double the amount of cruises you have. Whereas I've been on, and which I am about to be their top tier, which is elite, and I've only been on, I think it's going to be 8 cruises. Whereas Carnival, I've been cruising with them for so long, and I'm up to platinum, but it's going to take me a long time to get to diamond. And so, if anybody is interested in this group cruise, November 8th to the 16th on Majestic Princess, then you can email me at travelswithpmb@gmail.com. That's travelswithpmb@gmail.com. I'm several cruises sailings behind. Okay, that's what I figured. I don't remember seeing the all of the Sun Princess things. So next thing I want to talk about is those individuals that did group cruising. Now I saw See It With C. So I want to get a little bit of feedback. I saw See It With C, and she's on one of the Melanin at Sea group cruises, and I saw her video, and they had like a keepsake bag or gift bag, and in the gift bag I saw that there were items that said Melanin at Sea, shirts, there was bags, things of that nature. They do the meetups. They did a meetup on the first day. And so I've never been a part of a group cruise myself. I've never done a group cruise. I've been a part of charter cruises, but I've never been a part of a group cruise necessarily, where somebody said it was a group cruise and they organized it. So, what are some of the things? Because I would love to be able to give out some keepsakes, some things that people could have. I have some things in mind. So, what are some of the things also and activities that, if you've been a part of a group cruise, that you have done as well? I know about bar crawls because I've seen a lot of people do bar crawls, and I was thinking even if somebody does not drink, they could always get a virgin pina colada or something. And so it kind of gives us a chance to be able to explore the ship via the bars, and to be able to see different things around the ship. And so, what are some things that activities that you have done on a group cruise? I know that I've seen some things where they probably did like games, some type of games, board games, or maybe some type of card games or something fellowship. But at the same time, I know that it can't be something where you're always spending all of the time together, because I know people want to be able to have their own time to spend and do what they want to do. So if you have any suggestions, do it now, or those that are in the replay, you could always just like let me know what you have experienced in group cruises. What are some of the things that you have seen people do? I'm not sure about the shirts. I was thinking about the shirts, and I'm not sure where people get it made. Do they like ask people sizes and it's kind of a free situation, or do they? I think one time I think it was on Sun Princess, there was this, I don't know if y'all remember, there was this big group of people. There was a big group of people, and this big group of people had all these matching outfits. And the first day they had something that said what type of cruise it was, but then outside of that they had matching outfits for other days. And the person said that it was just like on a website, and then people would just order it. So I guess they chose what it was that they should have, and then literally everybody was matching all the times that I saw them. We were in DR, and they were matching in DR, and they were matching on the first day of the cruise, and so I'm sure they were matching again on the cruise ship. So I was thinking maybe do something like that. I'm still kind of up in the air. And so I'm excited about it though. I have some people that has already signed up for it. And so payment is due in August. And sometimes people feel like it's so far away, but people have limited vacation times. I don't know what people's budgets are. I think Raquel, you posted a group cruise for 2026. I saw that. And so, she's posting a group cruise for 2026, because you have to let people know and get it out there that, this is what it is. Save it on the calendar, you know, put in your vacation time, or just know that before you book something else for the next year, that this is available to you. Shay, I've been on two group cruises. One of the shirt was included and the other it wasn't. So was the shirt something where you had to order through a website, or was it that you just gave your size and you had to pay in advance and then you got the shirt when you got on the cruise ship? So I'm just curious to that, because I don't know what website they would have ordered from, maybe Sheen or something of that nature. I'm just curious. I'm curious to how people do group cruises in general, and see how that works out in general. I'm just really curious about that. And and then it's sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, and Majestic Princess is not an old ship, even though it went to the Chinese market and it has to be refurbished, because I don't think it's going to go back over to the Asian market. So they're refurbishing it just to kind of bring it up to date and take out, as I said, all those things. But it's not an old ship. And I like the ships on Princess and Princess. It's kind of elegant when you come in there and how it looks. And pretty much I like the food as well. The entertainment is good. It's different from Carnival. The vibes are different. You may not get a party, a deck party every night, but they do have different shows and games that are different than Carnival ever has. And they also have, I mean, I think they stand out in terms of some of the things, the game shows that they have, because I don't see some of these game shows on any other ship that I've been on. And so I think that is interesting. And I think we're going to have a good time. It gave my size. MH Family has a great information form. Okay, okay. You just gave your size. Okay. You gave your size, and then you get the information about the information about how much it was, and then they would just give it to you when you got on the ship. Okay. So maybe I'll consider something like that for a shirt. And then I was going to do like a bag, just some things that you can use for any cruise, right? And some things that I have used for for my cruises in the past. And so I just want to be able to have a bag, maybe a book bag, and then give that book bag, and then they could repurpose the book bag for anything, for like even if they need it while they're going out to Aruba or the Curacao, they can then repurpose that book bag. And so hey, Big Murph, how are you doing? And so Next week, I am going to be on Carnival Magic. It is a charter cruise, as I said, and so I am excited, and I will be busy around 6 o'clock. So this is the time. So I may do a live, maybe for the sail away party, which would be around 3:30. Make sure you keep your notifications on for that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then as I said, I had went on Prima before. I'm trying to see if I am going to put that video out, or I wanted another I kind of have another informational video in mind that I would like to put out there, but I may start the vlogs for Prima. Has anybody been on Prima? And if you've been on Prima or Viva, what do you think about the ship? Has anybody been on those type of ships, the new Prima class ships? Um, Coming out this year is going to be Aqua, and also next year is going to be Luna. Does anybody have those kind of cruises coming up? Are you going to be sailing on those ships? So when I was in the ship, one of the things that people, I'm kind of, one of the things about me, I think I'm kind of like, I just want to see what the experience is like and if the ship makes sense. One of the things about the Viva, because I've been on the Viva and the Prima. So Viva's the sister ship and Prima came out first. One of the things I realize is that when it comes to these ships, yes, it's different, and people will have their favorite, but I didn't, because I've only been on Breakaway and then it was the Prima classes. And so it's different. And there were some things that I felt, especially being in the solo cabin, that I preferred on Breakaway. Like, for example, in on Breakaway, there was, and I'm not gonna, and I don't have a comparison video, so I'm just letting you know, if you ever go into solo cabins for one of the Prima classes and you've been on like Breakaway, one of the things that's different is that there was a bar in the lounge for Breakaway, and there was a bartender. And so it was a two-level lounge, whereas ours is one level. And so I liked having the bartender. We went in there. It was kind of a meeting place for people, and we came together and we talked, and it was just something kind of like a place where we could just like chill just before everybody kind of goes out to dinner. And so it was a great thing to have. You kind of got to know the bartender, and you see him around the ship doing other things, so you kind of got familiar with who he was, and so you had a great rapport with the bartender. And it didn't have like a regular bar. It didn't have like hundreds of things that you could actually drink, but it was just that coming together. And I felt like that bar right there and that bartender kind of tied us together in that moment before we kind of branched out and did everything. And so that was the one of the things that I really appreciated about that ship. Yes, the lounge is nice in Viva and it's broader, but it was just something about that. And it was, I think, it was just, it just kind of forced you to be together. The lounge in Viva and Prima is like wide, long. And so you could be in different parts, just chilling and sitting together. And so you're not really connecting with the people, even though you have these solo meetups that you connect. But it's kind of good sometimes, to connect with the people that's actually in the lounges, because the solo meetups for Norwegian doesn't have to be, it's not about the people that's in these solo cabins. It is individuals who are solo around the ship. If they see it on the schedule, then they decide, let me go to these meetups. And I did go to the meetup and I captured that moment, because I want to be able to capture some of these things, because I don't go on every cruise ship by myself, but there are cruises that I do go on by myself, and I want to see what it is that, as a solo cruiser, that is available for solo cruisers. And how did I feel? Was it good? What, and I just want to see, was it worth my while to take the time to go to the meetups. Hi, Carnival Cruise Addicts, thank you for coming on. And so I captured that in the series that's coming up for premiere as well. I even interviewed the host of the solo cruisers, of the solo meetup. I interviewed him as well. I It was a Bermuda cruise. Have anybody ever been to Bermuda? So Bermuda, there's not a lot of ports that you can go to Bermuda unless it's a long cruise and it's using it there. Hey, TJ's. Thanks for coming on. And so, has anybody ever been to Bermuda? I've been to Bermuda once, more than once. Bermuda more than once, and I know it sails out of New York. It sails out of Boston. I think it sails out of Baltimore as well. So it's not a lot of places. It's not like you're in Florida and then you could take the cruise up to Bermuda, unless it's somehow like a transatlantic, and then that's one of the stops. And so I love Bermuda. I met an individual on there that has gone many times, and he is going again, I think 2 or 3 times this year. And he finds the most beautiful beaches to go, and he enjoys himself. And when I went there the last time, I realized it is not that hard to and difficult to get around, and people were very helpful in trying for you to get to the different places that you need to go to. So I would recommend, if you've never been to Bermuda, try it for yourself. You could do your excursions. You could go on your own. There's so many places that I've been many times, because usually I've done short cruises. I've done like a 4 day, maybe a 5 day. This is the first time I've done a 7 day cruise to Bermuda. And so, because I felt like I wanted to capture things I've never caught. And I finally got my Bermuda shorts that I've always wanted. And so I've got me some authentic Bermuda shorts while I was on this trip to Bermuda. And so check those out. And I am flying out this Friday, and I'm excited about this next cruise. This next cruise is Carnival Magic, and so I'm gonna try to be. I'm trying to do it, Carnival Cruise Addicts. I'm going to try to do a ship tour. So I don't know what I need to do to get up at 5 or what have you, so I could have the energy. Because the I like to do it on the first sea day, because I feel like by the time I get to the end of the week, I may just be done. So if I can somehow um, get up, I want to do a, and that's what Carnival Cruise Addicts. I said thank you. You showed me another way to do it, because I usually do one with commentary, and if at one time I was on, it was some ship. I was on Carnival Legend and wanted to do it, and I went around, and I was going around. Literally, I was up at the time, and I felt like I could not talk. I was just like stumbling over words. I kept on restarting the video, starting it, stopping it, and I realized I was just tired, and I just could not do it. So this is the story of a YouTuber that you, the behind the scenes that you do not realize. And so I literally was out there, and I decided I'm just gonna go back to bed. I just not did not have the energy, but I saw a ship tour from Carnival Cruise Addicts, and it was music, and it was just, walking around the ship, so you got to see the ship. So if I'm just going around, or some people may even do like a post to do it after the fact, just do a voiceover after the fact, and some people will do that as well. I have also seen that. So there's options, and so I guess I was stuck in one way of doing it, and so now I see that there are different options that I can go and do for this thing. So is there anything? So I'm going on Carnival Magic. Has anybody done Carnival Magic? Are you going to do on Carnival Magic? Let me know. What would you like to see? It is a charter cruise, so therefore, in terms of actually vlogging carnival stuff, it may be limited, but definitely I'm going to try out the restaurants. I want to try out the restaurants. I want to try out Cucina del Capitano. What is somebody's favorite at Cucina del Capitano? I just can't remember um, what I've had before, and I know I had the chicken parm. I just cannot remember what I've had also for my main course, because I've had something else. I just could not remember if I liked it. We go on Magic in 20 days, always missing you. There you go. There we go again. So we always missing each other. And then I want to do the steakhouse. And so I've said in the past, some of these things can be hit and miss, and I'm hoping that it's on point. It's seasoned well. If I get lamb chops, if I get steak, whatever it is. One time I did have the chicken parm. I don't know. It just was, if too cheesy is the word. I don't know. It was just too much. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like round. It wasn't like I'm used to make like long. It was just a lot of cheese, and it just, I don't know. I just didn't like it. And usually in the past I've had good experience with Cucina del Capitan. I just can't remember what that ship was that I had it as. And do have the it was limited. I do like the fact that Carnival Magic does have guys barbecue. So, and this can be hit and miss. So, do y'all like? Let me know if you like guys barbecue. So, Carnival Cruise has Carnival Magic has the original Cucina del Capitano. It started okay. The original meaning that that's the first ship that got it. So I know Carnival Magic does have the barbecue spot, and I've had some good experiences eating at the barbecue spot for lunch. Sometimes it was never, I don't felt that was never nasty. It just was like it was okay. And then other times it was like, oh, this is really good. Like, I don't know. It was like really, really flavorful. And so instead of going to my go-to, which is the blue iguana, and I get my bowl, that's like my whole thing now. Like if I go on a ship, usually that doesn't have the barbecue spot from Guy's Burger. I get my bowl of a bowl from Blue Iguana, and then get me something to drink. Sometimes I'll just go up to the Serenity. So if you look at me, looking for me on the first day, especially if I'm not in my room yet, I like to go to Serenity. There's nobody up there, so chill because everybody, where's everybody? Everybody's trying to be around the pool. Everybody's drinking up at the bar. Like they'll get on the ship and go straight to the bar, and the bar is full. You ever been on a carnival ship and you saw that? You came on the ship, you go to the leader deck, even you come on the ship, especially early. The bar is already full. People is just around the bar, and you may have some people that's like already in the pool. They're ready. Um, and so they may be ready in the pool already. So I think that is my thing that I want to do. Um, if they have a love and marriage show, it's very hard. Has anybody ever done a charter cruise? Talk back to me, people. Has anybody ever done a charter cruise? I'm not sure how it works with with Carnival specifically because of the fact that I know that they can do sometimes things that is specific. Never done a card. I know that they've done some things that can be specific, like the sail away party. I know that they can do also trivia. They'll still have the casino that's going on. But I just, I wondered if I guess the theater would always be busy, so they wouldn't be able to do something like a love and marriage show. I wonder if they kind of still do like comedy, like they'll throw some comedy in there as well. So I'm kind of like looking to see how the experience is, how they blend the two, because it's in terms of like space and if there's some allotment of other things, if they kind of blend also their musicians like different places throughout, like if they have like the strings playing. I love the strings, by the way. They don't have it always, but the string trio, I love them when I see them on Carnival. I thought you would laugh at my comment, TJ. Hope it's not the naked no, 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 no. Not the naked cruise. I don't even know when that is. No, not the naked cruise. No. Um, I'm not doing that at all. I'm not doing that. I know that's on Carnival though. I just can't remember. Was it on Pride? I forgot the name of the ship that did that. Never done a charter cruise. Who's doing the charter? It's K Love. Is a radio station. So K Love is doing the charter. So I'm doing the K Love cruise, and I felt like I wanted to do. I did it last year. I enjoyed it, so I'm going to do it again this coming year. That's funny. No naked cruise for me. And so after that, I just want to it's going to Grand Turk, which I've been before. It's going to Dominican Republic and it's going to their private island. So I'm not doing any excursions. One of the few times I'm not doing an excursion, I think I want to just be able to enjoy the ship this time and enjoy the I may go out for DR if because I've never just relaxed at Amber Cove. I'm always doing some type of an excursion or something, even if I've been there before. I've never just like sat on a cot, listened to the music, went up. There's that where it goes up top, there's stairs, and there's a bar upstairs. Like I think it's stairs you take all the way up, and this beautiful view of Amber Cove. I went up there one time, I vlogged it, never stayed, never just chilled. And so if I get off the ship, I think I just want to get off the ship and just kind of go and just chill a little bit. No zip lining, but I want to be able to just probably just do that for a little bit. I went to Grand Turk not too long ago, and then I did an excursion. And this the second that last time I vlogged it, I was able to go to the beach, which I enjoyed. The water was so beautiful. I know Grand Turk is not Turks in the place that people go if they wanted to fly there. So Grand Turk is not Providenciales. Providenciales, when people talk about Turks and Caicos, it's really Providenciales, that island that people go to and go and enjoy themselves. So it's not Grand Turk where the cruise lines are going to. So what's going on? Laugh Aloud at Big Murph, Chris Nips. Okay. um TJ's Destinations. The water is beautiful. The water is beautiful. If you've never been to Grand Turk, it was a little rough though. So and I can't remember what one of the hosts of the tour said, that certain times of the year the water is a little rough. And so it was a little rough because I felt like when I was in the water, it was kind of like trying to pull me into the water. And so I had to kind of like brace myself, so I just wasn't just taken out to sea. I just felt like it was a little rough at times. So but it was beautiful, beautiful clear water, and I enjoyed Grand Turk. The thing about Grand Turk is there's so much to do. There's so much to do right there at the pier, though, because Margaritaville is there. There is hosts of restaurants, and there is beach there. There is just shopping there. There's one particular. I wish I had taken the name down. There's one particular store that I like to go to that seems to be the least expensive of all of them. When it comes to souvenirs, they're really good when it comes to their prices, and I just didn't take it down. So I don't think I'm gonna get off. I may just chill, but this is one of the cruises that so can you let me know in the comments? Are you one of those people every time you got to get off the ship, regardless? I know some people, like when it comes to Nassau, they don't want to be bothered to get off the ship because they've been there hundreds of times. Are you one of those people that will always do something? How you doing, Landon C? Thank you for coming. Great time to do a ship tour when everyone is in port. Yes. So maybe, yeah, maybe I could do that too, because one of the port days. Because if it's Grand Turkish Port Day, Amber Cove is a port day. I am getting off the ship though for Half Moon Cay. I did get one of those clamshells, which I had before. I did it on some island, so I had it before. So I'm just gonna go into one of those clamshells and just chill and just relax on my beach day. After get off the ship, I enjoy walking around. Okay, so TJ, if you get off the ship, how long do you get off the ship for? That's curious. Like, do you kind of just like, okay, I'm off the ship, like, walk around a little bit, get back on the ship, or you're one of those people like, as long as if you're there for 8 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, I'm gonna stay until they you have to get back on the ship. Carnival Cruise, Alex said, be prepared to walk down for those clamshells. They moved them way down the beach. Really? I think the last time I did the clamshells, I didn't feel like I had to walk too far. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Good to know. So I think I want to get off the ship really early, grab the clamshell that I want, and just kind of like lock it in and just kind of enjoy the day, stay there, and then just go back and forth, probably get something to eat or whatever. And then the last time I did it, it got really hot at a certain time. And then I was like, all right, I was done for the day. It got really hot around or one or what have you. So, and then I was like, okay, I was there from very early and then just relaxing. And then I just was out after that. I usually do my ship tours on sea days at 5 a.m. Hmm. That's what I do, TJ. I do. So that's why I was thinking the very next day is a C day. And I wanted to do because at the end is a C day too, but I don't want to be exhausted for the C day. So, but the thing about it is the last thing the night before is going to be 10:30, 11. So, and then I think there's something else at 11. So I may not hit the bed to 12. So that means I'm getting up. It's 5 hours sleep. So I think I can do it. I just have to just be committed. I'm going straight to bed at 5. Hopefully, is the boat is not rocky, and I'm able to just be able to get up, do this ship tour. Because I said I want to do more ship tours for this year, and ships are always changing. There's always a refurbishing or always something going on. So sometimes it's good to be able to do these ship tours to people to show people like, okay, how is it now? Is it wear and tear, especially for somebody who has not been on the ship tour in a while. Lisa, thank you for coming through. TJ's early bird here. Yes. I like spending a couple of hours when in port, try local food and drinks. So, okay, so TJ or whoever has been to Grand Turk, I've never had anything to eat at Grand Turk. I've never eaten there. I've never eaten at Margaritaville. So if you know a great place to eat at Grand Turk, let me know. I will at least get off the ship, try that restaurant, and I will go. I don't think I know there's places to eat at Amber Cove. I'm just not sure what's there, or people just kind of go there. I've never heard anybody, but there's several restaurants on Grand Turk. I don't know what Grand Turk Turks and Caicos food is. I don't know what their specialty is. So if there's something that you've tried there or anybody has tried at Grand Turk, let me know and I will try it out and see what it is. For example, like Nassau, even though I've been to Nassau so many times, I will get off the ship there only because first of all they renovated the port. It was great. So I had to vlog that the newly renovated port. But after that I found this place. I think it's Linda's right there. I like the conch fritters. And so it's this that's my go-to. Get off, at least go get the conch fritters, sit by the water a little bit. Right, not all the way at the end of the port, right near the theater. That big amphitheater that's outside. So sit there for a little bit. And after I sit there, then maybe make my way back to the ship. I'm not there long at all. And so if there's something to eat at Grand Turk, something I haven't experienced, or some place you think I should go to at Grand Turk, outside of Margaritaville. I know Margaritaville is turn up. They turn up, they loud. You could go, you don't even have to be close by. You can hear them going on, carrying on. So I'm somewhere outside of Margaritaville that I can have a great experience and probably eat something nice and just chill for the day. Um, let's see who's on here. Elisa saying hi to Big Murph and to everybody else. You have to commit to it, T. To say set the alarm in the morning. I'm just gonna have to do that. Just set, or one of the things I like to do is I let you have the wake up button. So I'll do the wake up through Carnival. So not even the alarm. So I'll do the wake up through the Carnival. And one of the things I also wanted to see is when is sunset coming up. One of the things I saw recently is that people are complaining with John Hill that they feel like some people want to have breakfast early at 6. So I kind of have like kind of 2 hours almost if I get up at 5 to do the inside of the ship, go upstairs and go walk through the leadership deck. I don't like to kind of like record a lot of people while I'm walking. Probably some people don't like that. I don't know anybody else. So people may not like to be recorded. And so I just, I'll go there when it's the minimal of people. So if breakfast starts at 7, then that I think that would be a good time to be able to like do the inside of the ship at 5. And by the time I get upstairs, hopefully that the sun is up, so it's not dark. And so that's one of the things I want to do is just to see when is sunrise, when is the sunrise, when does the sun rise, and so therefore I could time it really good. And so by the time I get upstairs, the sun is coming up, and then um, everyone could see everything. So once I get through the Lido deck and inside, and then I could show the outside and what the outside looks like. So keep on chunking ship tour. Just make sure you know what day you recorded what. Write it down so it's easier to piece together later. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I know specifically what I recorded based upon what I'm wearing. Because even if it's a ship tour, I always like to do an introduction video, little piece of it, and say, okay, I'm getting ready to do a ship tour. I'm gonna do these floors, and then even if you don't see me again, to like maybe the end. And so that kind of like so the footage that I'm recording, able to see what I'm seeing, and sometimes, as I said, based upon what I wear, okay, that's the second day, and so I kind of know based upon the footage right away, like what is what. Because if I do that in the morning, then whatever I do after that is going to be related to the charter. TJ says, addicts, some days I don't get back to the cabin until 4 a.m. Wow. That means you going to the club, TJ. Because ain't nothing up that that late unless you going to the club. Um, so Six says, I always go to Jack's Shack in Grand Turk. Love the jerk chicken at the far left. Oh, I'm gonna have to put that down. Jack's Shack in Grand Turk. Okay. What do they serve with the jerk chicken? Is it just like rice and peas, or is it a nice sauce on it? I'm gonna put that down. I'll have to try it out. I'm Jamaican, so you're telling me jerk chicken. Um, so I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, jerk chicken at Jack Shack. Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Thanks for that. Okay, I'm gonna try it out. Jack Shack in Grand Turk. I'm gonna try it out. The jerk chicken, far left of the port. Okay. Connor Cruz actually says Laughing don't do better in casino late at night. Okay, so maybe TJ's going to the casino. TJ says Jack Shack, you're right, Sig. Okay, TJ seconded. What did you have, TJ? Did you have the jerk chicken or did you have something else? Because maybe this is good. Maybe this will be the go-to place for me. Maybe if I don't do anything else, at least I'll go there and get me something to eat, or if they have like really good food. The early morning is great. I talk my way through the vlog during the ship tour. I feel it's more engaging to the audience. The reason why sometimes I don't like to necessarily do overdubs, like talk over it sometimes, is because like sometimes I'm in the moment, like my enthusiasm is so up and it's hard to recreate that like afterwards. To me anyway. I don't know if anybody else has those type of feelings. Like if you do a video, no sound, and you want to put voice to it, and now all of a sudden now you have to like kind of like bring like some kind of motivation or some emotion to the video. When I'm in the moment, I'll say something that's beautiful, and to try to kind of capture that while I'm walking. I don't want it to sound monotone. I have seen some stuff where if people are talking and you could tell that they did the voicing over afterwards, it was just kind of like a little bit more monotone because you're not in the moment. If you see something in the moment, I feel like you're expressive of it more. So like, wow, look at that! Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? Look at the decor. Like you're in the moment, and so maybe some people can do it well. I'm not sure if I'm the best person to really do it after the fact. Unless I'm just giving straight information. Wow, you remember what you wear on each day? Must be nice to be young. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I just remember it based upon like well, first of all, if I do the introduction video, for example, like for the ship tour, and I say, hey, I'm getting ready to do a ship tour, I'm boom, right away I know what it is. And so I know that that the next few videos connected to that introduction will be that. And so if I go, for example, to Grand Turk, well, if I go to a destination, I'm trying to vlog the destination, I'll do the same thing. I'm always doing an intro saying like, okay, here I'm in Grand Turk, I'm in Jamaica, whatever it is, and I'm getting ready to do this destination. So I know after that intro, even if I mess up 3 times, especially if I mess up 3 times, I know, okay, yes. And then after that intro, I know that going forward, I don't know if anybody else does this. Going forward, then I know all that footage is connected because I do that first video, so that I know. Even if I kind of forget, like, okay, what is this for? And so I keep it in order that way on my camera. And I did it whether I did it on phone or what have you. I think what becomes confusing, and so this is what has happened to me in the past, is if I take a picture of something. So when I've taken a picture and you're in the Caribbean and you're like, okay, where's that from? Like you see, so because sometimes I like to see, okay, what am I going to use for a thumbnail? Should I use that? Should I use whatever? Should I just use that for like a B-roll? And so what should I do for certain things? And what I end up doing is, so sometimes what I'll do is, like, if I'm taking an excursion, I don't know if this will help anybody. So if I'm taking an excursion, to kind of know what the pictures are connected to, I'll take a picture of the ticket for the excursion. And so that I know that everything after that ticket is connected to the place. And then when I'm at the next place, then I'm like, okay, I'll do another thing, so I'm not confused. Because in the past, it has happened where I see a picture and I'm like, I just can't remember, like, what is this for? And I'm trying to figure out what water is this? What background is this? What is this picture that I took? And I just can't connect it. Video when I'm talking is different, is easier, but when it comes to pictures, I've had it in the past where there was issues. So I think that is my workaround if I'm doing an excursion. Or one of the simplest things is, as I said, one of the simplest things is if you know, like Carnival bring those things in the cabin. So if you're not doing an excursion, they'll say Grand Turk on it, or if it's on the Carnival Hub app, or take a screenshot, or if it's on the TV saying that's where you are, just take a picture of that. And so going forward after that picture, that kind of like say, okay, that was where I was. You know that you were in that place, and so therefore you don't kind of get twisted up. If you're in here, just thank you for coming through. Please like, comment, engage. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. We just here on Mondays and talking about a lot of things about my group cruise that's coming out in November. As I said, if you want to be a part of it, Majestic Princess, it's an 8-day cruise, November 8th to the 16th. Come through. We're going to Aruba for 2 days in Curacao. And I talked about also the things that I had in place, like my 4 reasons why you should choose early dining on Carnival, which I came up with on Friday. And talked about also the fact that I'm getting ready to put out my Prima vlogs. And Team Reese, I saw the other day, it was just yesterday, and they said that they put out a video and they did not put it out until it just came out. And I said they didn't go there till July. So these videos is from November. So I don't feel too bad. But what is the longest content creators? What is the longest you've had where you have not put out footage and you're like, okay, that was months ago, but I'm gonna put it out? What's the longest you took before you put out footage? Because you just have a lot of stuff going on. You just have a lot of footage or whatever it is. Like, what is the longest you've had before you put out footage? I always felt like sometimes, and maybe it was just me. Initially, I always felt like it was like, okay, let's put it out. I gotta put it out. I gotta put out footage. I gotta put out footage, and I would drive myself crazy coming back from a vacation, and then all of a sudden, like editing footage. Because I would even sometimes, if when I was using my phone more, I would edit on my phone, and I would use VN Editor or CapCut, and I'm editing while I'm on vacation, and probably more than one video because I didn't feel like I wanted to get caught up, and then be backlogged. So, what is the longest you have had before you actually say, okay, I'm going to put out a video for something that you did? Like the longest duration, was it a week, a month, and then you still haven't put out the content? What was the longest time between that travel, that cruise, that vacation, and you actually putting out the content? I don't recall chips and salsa. They have burgers also, wing, rice and peas. Okay, cool. Okay, chips and salsa. All right, I'm gonna look forward to it. Does Jack's have chips and salsa? Okay, that was an answer to Carnival Cruise Addicts. Okay, fries were vegetarian here. Okay. I have to stay organized with my vlogs. TJ saying while cruising, I record between my DJI Osmos 3 cell phone and GoPro. Wow, you have all of them? The area dictates what I use. I want to hear about that, TJ. I want to hear about that. Oh, yeah, that's our issue, TJ. Let us know if you figure it out. Carnival Cruise Alex, we have a schedule and stick to it. Forces us to get it done. All right. So you come back, you know that you're going to put out a certain amount of videos per week after you travel, and that's it. You're not deterring from that schedule. Um, TJ, yes. Last year was 2 months. This year is going to be a crazy year. I have 5 cruises, maybe 6 this year. Okay. So TJ, I would love to know how you what makes you decide I have the Osmo Action 4. What and I used to use my cell phone a lot. What makes you decide to use whether it's the GoPro for one, the cell phone for another, the DJI Osmo for another? I'm really curious as to what. So I'm going on this cruise. Friday I'm staying 2 days in Miami, um, and then on Sunday is a cruise. So I'm going to stay 2 days in Miami. Sunday is a cruise, and I'm going to bring my camera. I'm going to bring my camera, and I'm going to bring my gimbal with my camera. But I'm also so my Osmo Action 4 and my camera. And I was thinking about the live portion of it is I was thinking about going live. So obviously I'm going to use my phone. So I wanted to use my phone. I know it's going to be very tight in schedule. Um, because on this cruise there are concerts that happen at different times and they're scheduled very tight, and people are lined up an hour in advance. So if the sail away party is 3:30, I'm kind of like, all right, if I go live, definitely is gonna I'm gonna be using my phone with the gimbal. Um, and then after that, I'm rushing downstairs to get on the line so that I can like get a good space because I want to be able to vlog that the concerts and things of that nature. And so I would love to know like what do you use for each? Six says Jack Shack tacos, falafel wraps, vegan, crunchy salad, vegan, crack conch. Crack. How's the crack conch, Cheryl? Butterfly shrimp, hot dogs, whole fish, grilled chicken sandwich, and more. How was the crack conch? Because one time I had it somewhere and I didn't really care for it. It was very chewy. That's the reason why I like the fritters better. If you remember how the crack conch was, if you had it, awesome, Cheryl. As of now, on my schedule, I have 32 videos scheduled to make. I'm crazy organized like that. Laugh like awesome, TJ. So I have videos. I'm saying I'm putting out new footage, and I don't even have the videos ready yet, but it will get done. And so I started on one and another one. And so right now I come up with either one, I try to come up with at least one short a week and also one main video. And sometimes I will do two videos, depending if it makes sense. And I feel like, maybe each video kind of plays off on each other. And so that's what my schedule is from now. So I'm putting out at least one on Friday, every Friday. And then if I put out another full video, it will be a Wednesday and a Friday, and a short will be whenever I feel like whenever the data says like I guess more a lot of people are viewing on the channel. So that's how my so if you're looking you're like okay so I haven't seen a video from Paul in a while. It's like, okay, Fridays and definitely right now unless I change the schedule and then I'll let people know. And then it will be if I'll get a bonus video will be like a Wednesday and a Friday. So if I come out next week, therefore it would probably be like the room review. I stayed in the solo cabin and I did a solo cabin, and I did a quick tour of the lounge. And then after that, I usually do like an embarkation day video. So I like to do the embarkation day video because after the review of the room, because I in the embarkation day video, usually I show myself going to the room, and I'll probably say something like, "Make sure you check out that video." And so I'll tag the video and probably put it in the at the end of the video as well, so that if you want to see the room review, you can see the room review as well. So that's the reason why I usually do instead of starting off with the embarkation day, I start off with the room, then go to the embarkation day, and then go to do other videos afterwards. And so that's how I usually that's how I usually do it. We stink at shorts. Carnival Cruise Addicts say, Sig is so great with shorts. Have you seen her shorts with her caricature? It is the cutest thing. It's oh man, she's so great with shorts and putting out short content. I only like really put out one. Like I don't put out a lot. And so kudos to those individuals who can really spend the time putting out shorts on YouTube and putting out content also for Instagram, whether it be reels and also doing long-term videos and also going lives doing lives. It is not easy. It is a lot to do, and kudos um, to all those individuals that do all of that work as content creators. So I'm just trying to at least put out one a week, and I'll. What I'm doing right now is not new content, but I'm trying to make a short out of something I've done before, and then have the link so that people who's interested to see the long form video can go to the long form video. So that has what I've been doing, and so I'll try to pick out something somewhere in the video. Like this last one, I dealt when I went to Scotland. I Scotland was beautiful. I said it before. I'll say it again. It was beautiful, and I did the board Carnival Legend. I went to Scotland, and so I just kind of took a bit of a piece of where I was in the Highlands, and I was walking towards this castle, and I made that into a short. And then I at the end, with shorts, you can always right now what YouTube has is you can have it where it links to the actual long form video. So if you want to see more, you could always see more after looking at the shorts, if that makes any sense. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And so say kudos to you, all those individuals that do shorts and reels and all these different things. To you. Six says, I've had the conch. I usually get the jerk chicken. I'm gonna have to try the jerk chicken. I'm really going to have to try it. Me too. I need to get better at shorts. Okay. Anybody else in here is doing shorts or anything else? Because I'm doing it, but maybe once a week. As I said, I haven't done it more than once. Thanks, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Most are repurposed from my vlogs and maybe one of new content each week. That's fine, Cheryl, but you're putting it out. That's really great. That's really great. You're repurposing it and then you're putting it out in different ways, and you have the caricature that you have. Really great. I love it. Big Murph, yes, six shorts are amazing, and her voice is perfect for it too, isn't it? Great. It is great. Yes, love her little avatar. That's what they call it. I said character, the avatar. Hi, Anthony on the move. Thank you for coming. Checking in from Carnival Dream. Hey, Scott. Oh, thank you for checking in. Okay. I hope you're enjoying yourself. When do you get back? So controversial cruising is saying hi to everybody. Big Murph. Hi, Anthony on the move. TJ is just hi, Scott. Have a tequila sunrise for me. Yeah. Thanks, Scott, for coming in. The life of the party's here. Thanks, Scott, for coming in. And so that is what is to expect. So just to let you know, I'm working on. So this is what I'm really working on. Thinking about doing a informational video this week. I think people know by now. I'm also a travel agent as well. And so everybody's content creators in here. But if anybody is looking for a travel agent, you can always have them email me at travelswithpmb@gmail.com, and I will take care of their travel needs for you. And not only for cruises, also for all-inclusive vacation packages and things of that nature. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about was maybe some things related to content. To travel agents. And so, as I said, I promised at the top of the year, I wanted to start doing more informational videos so people could know and be more aware of other things while I'm doing. And so, what I probably will do is start to do, if it's not this week, because then I'll just put out like something from Prima. But if it's not this week, then I'll do it afterwards. But you will see something definitely on Friday from me, a new video. And then while I'm away, I will put out more content next week while I'm away on the cruise. And so I'll be rolling out that video, and then eventually I will roll out this cruise of Carnival Magic. I love the line that Carnival Magic is on. Isn't Carnival, if I don't know if he's still on here, Scott, isn't Carnival Dream in the same class as Carnival Magic? I think it is. I think it's the same class. I've never been on the Dream. I've been on the Magic years ago, and I don't remember. It is, yeah. And I don't remember really vlogging. Like there was a time when on my channel I really didn't vlog. Another content creator, she kind of got me into vlogging. So, and just like anything else, has anybody experienced it as a some weird content creators here? Has anybody experienced as a content creator just kind of being shy, talking into a camera while people are looking at you? That's my biggest roadblock of just kind of just trying to put filter on when I know that I'm talking to myself in a camera or my phone, and kind of have people like looking at me, especially if it's a restaurant, um, where I feel like they're like all eyes on me, where I'm talking into the camera. And so that's one of my biggest things. I don't know what that is. I don't know if there's a phobia for it or what, but that I'm telling you now, that is one of my biggest things. And so at first, like I was really shy about talking loud or what have you. I do have like a wireless mic now for my camera, so maybe I could just kind of like talk into that so I don't have to feel like I'm very loud and when I go somewhere. But is that any has been anybody's issue as well? That has been my issue. So going to a restaurant. If I'm outside, not so much. I think it's in enclosed places. So if I'm outside walking, then it's fine. I feel cool with it. If I'm on a ship, hey Edna, thanks for coming. Um, if I'm on a ship or something like that nature, and then all of a sudden, like I'm walking around, it could be fine as well. I know people will look, but in those enclosed places, like if I'm on a bus and then I want to talk to myself, talk to the camera, and say what's going on. I'm like, I know my volume may be a little bit low, so so I'm just being transparent now. That's how it is. And so it took me a while to kind of get a little bit more brave in just doing a vlog. And so that's the reason why, if you go back to my older stuff, it's more reviews. I'll just tell you about the experience, but it wasn't about me going out and actually recording it. I may do pictures, but because I was kind of a little shy to do it. So that's my situation. I don't know. I know some people, they just pick up the camera the first time and they may have just went out there. I'm still trying to learn the technical stuff of it, but there's just like, I'm just gonna do this. But that wasn't my story. It took me a while to get up to it. And there's some moments still, like for example, I said that I was thinking about maybe even doing planes this year, because I am going to London, and so I'm not sure what plane, because I haven't booked the ticket. And so one of the things I was thinking about, so I've seen people have like the suction cup, where you could put the camera right on the wall or whatever, and I've seen somebody have something where it's like kind of like adjusted upward. And so, but then I've seen other people, like they kind of like, that they're doing the voiceover afterwards. And so with those type of videos, it's not really excitement, it's really informational based. So in those, maybe I just do the voiceover afterwards so I could tell the experience and kind of do a combination of both. So I think, like, as I go on and expand, I think like things are just more learning experience. um I love the dream. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Scott. I'm gonna do a whole ship tour one of the port days. Ironically, this is my ninth time on the dream. Wow. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Let's get these ship tours in. Ship tours, especially, really do well. I feel like, I don't know if you've experienced it, but for the most part, I feel like ship tours, if it doesn't move on your channel right away, I know it's time consuming. I know it can be a lot to edit. At times it can be a lot to edit. There's a lot of footage to go around a ship. Especially if you're talking, because then I'm talking and then I make a mistake and then, like, oh, then I start it back over and what have you. And then just getting your lighting right and things of that nature, making sure especially the bigger the ship, then there's some places, like I did Sun Princess, the ship tour, and there were nuances of the ship that you really have to, like, know where they were. And so it was not like everything was just all in one spot or you could easily walk to it. And so therefore, just knowing the ship so that you could capture as much as possible of it, so that you can show people where everything is. And so it's a whole thing. It is not easy, especially the bigger the ship. I did, I think, Carnival Celebration too. That ship is massive. The bigger the ship, the more it is. Um, Let's see. My last cruise was one with a lot of content creators. Watching them at work, I'm not sure anyone gets over talking around others. Oh wow. Okay, it's good to know that I'm not, like, kind of by myself. Controversial cruising. Scott says, I used to get shy. I have to say, Richard from No Pants Profits really broke me out of my shell. Okay. Yes. All right. So I'm not. I don't feel like I'm in it by myself, or I'm by myself when it comes to that. You just need some. Carnival Cruise asking, you just need some liquid courage, Paul. Haha, just kidding. I don't know about 5 o'clock in the morning. But everybody's sleeping. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be drunk. I'll be drunk all the time. I can't. I'll really be slurring my words. I can't talk. You won't believe how many people will ask you if you're a vlogger, or how many connections you can make while filming. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, there have been people saying, like, "Do you have a channel and I can follow your channel?" Another thing, does everybody have business cards, or do you have like a virtual card? Like I don't have business cards. I wanted to at least try to get something, because some people say like maybe that would be better for people who are not really like savvy with their phone. So does everybody have like some business cards, or you just have it? Like I do have, I think it's Blink, not Blink. It's kind of like a virtual card that you can scan it and then it will open up and then it will go right to your page, and you can also download the contact information like your cell phone or your email address, whatever. And so depending on the ship, I may just like make it vague and just make it be the YouTube channel. And then sometimes, like depending on where I'm going in terms of like the travel agent side, maybe I'll have it where I have my email address and then I'll have my number and then I'll have my information also about my YouTube channel as well. So does everybody have in TJ says I'm an extrovert, so it's easy for me to talk. If I stumble on my words, oh well, we are all human. Nothing to it but to do it. TJ, you don't understand how many outtakes I've had. I've had so many outtakes of me stumbling upon words or what have you. And it was just like I don't know. It's not that I'm a perfectionist, but it was just like I just couldn't let it go. I just felt like, nah, that doesn't sound right or what have you, or I missed something or I forgot to say something, and then I was like, do it over again. It's just like so much, especially like in intro stuff. When I'm in the moment, it's kind of like, but even sometimes like I'm in the moment, like I'm outside, I'm blogging something. It's like, that was a mistake, or I didn't say that right, or I slipped, So I did it over again. So many outtakes. Scott said we picked up a no pants subscribed on your way to one of the bars, and he took my spot because I needed a rest. Scott is crazy. I think people kind of look at vloggers as admirable. Oh, that's nice. I think everybody wants to do it, just some never do. I was on Sun Princess, actually. Was it Sun Princess? No, it was Prima. I was on Prima and somebody came up to me, and they are also travel agents, and they said, you know what, I was thinking about, vlogging and starting a YouTube. And I encouraged them. I said, people want to see different people's point of view. And so why not do it so that we can see your point of view based upon what you see and what you think about something. And so I encouraged him to do it. Hopefully he did it. And he is a part of my host agency. So I'm not sure if he's going to be, I'm doing another charter cruise with my host agency coming up. There'll be Norwegian Joy coming up in February as well. So I'm doing two cruises in February. So that's what's happening. Two charters in February. And I want to be you, Scott. TJ says, Scott, TJ says, I missed something. I think I missed it. TJ says, Scott, you definitely have the personality for it. He definitely does have the personality for it. I think YouTube, Scott says that YouTube is a huge resource for so many, and we don't realize how many people actually search for Carnival Magic 2024 or 2025. Yes, I'm going to. Yeah, so that's even a more of incentive to do the ship tour, right? And to do like food on it. So I on Sun Princess, I did food. Anything I ate, I did a whole thing. I think like restaurants, I did like showed the food, talked about the food. Um, some was in the moment, some was not in the moment because that situation of like me kind of being shy while I'm talking. That's why. So one of the things I asked for, if I'm in a restaurant, I said, keep me away from people. Like I don't, because I will tell people I'm a content creator. I don't want to have the camera where it is focusing, like I'm talking to myself, but then somebody's right behind it. So give me a place where, when I went on Prima and I did the Italian restaurant, it was a place where it was like a bench, and when I was talking to myself, it was just the wall. And so therefore I was good with that, and there was kind of space also, nobody was right next to me, and so it was perfect, so I could speak to the cameras, and then I'm not recording somebody and probably making somebody feel uncomfortable because I'm recording. And so um well, thank you, TJ. Scott says, I think so many people, but many do, but it really just breaking out of your shell. And I get that it's harder for some, but YouTube are really such a great thing, TJ. Stop, Liz. Y'all are great. You two are awesome, Liz and Chris. I bring at least 50 stickers or pins of cruise to give out. Okay, all right, that's good. You won't believe what that brings to the channel. So stickers or pins. Stickers or pins? Okay, I have to see how these stickers look. Where do you get them made, Scott? A sticker. So just a sticker that just has the information on it. Where do you or a pin? Where do you get those made? You won't believe what that brings to your channel. We have business cards, Carnival Cruise has, and stickers. Some people don't have Wi-Fi on the ship. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get some made. You get a design. I was thinking the Staples do things of that nature. I know they can print it out, but I don't know if they actually can like create it for you, or do you have to go to Vista Print or something of that nature? Is that the service y'all use? Yes, I have digital business cards. So awesome. Okay, so that's the only thing I have is a digital right now. We also put a banner on our door. Oh wow, that's good. Exactly, Liz. TJ says, I have business cards with my QR code on it. That's what I want. Pens and stickers. You have to let me know where you get this stuff or what website are you using for it? Pens, stickers, business cards. That's what I want. I want a business card with the QR code. So even if they don't have Wi-Fi on the ship, they could take the card and they could always scan it and it's just easier for it. So that's what I would like to do. Want your sticker on my wall. All right. So try to see where I'm at, trying to see where I'm not. Okay, so TJ's. Oh, it's pens. You're a fancy TJ. TJ, my address is. So I also got a ton of stuff in port for giveaways. That's really something I think that does wonders. Okay, so giveaways as well. So these are really great tips for anybody who's content creators. You see what other people are doing, and you don't need a trivia or match game for giveaways. So many creators do giveaways, and I think port giveaways are so cool because it shows you travel. Mm, Scott says, I'm just messing with you. I'll send you a ton of stuff back, TJ. Okay. I try now to think of things unique to ports or unique to shops. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. Scott says, with so many vloggers, let's say going on the Jubilee, I want to go on the Jubilee and show you things most vloggers aren't. Hence my Key West vlog today. I think we went to four main stream places, but like seven places, all off the beaten path. Okay, that's good. So you're showing us something that some other people have not done. So that's good. T just says, Paul, do you have a T-shirt with your brand name on it? That attracts people all the time. Do not have one. I need to be able to do something. So I need to be able to self-advertise. This is what I'm getting from this live. I need a T-shirt. I did see one time on embarkation day there was a, I forgot the name of the channel right now, but they definitely had a t-shirt on embarkation day. I didn't see them with it like for the whole cruise, but embarkation day they had a t-shirt on, and so I think that would be great to do, to be able to do that. I know you can do like design some things for you by yourself and maybe go through some of these other websites or what have you. And so my giveaways do through sticker mule. I have a link for you that you can get 50 stickers for $20. Okay, email me, Scott, travels with PMB at Gmail. Can you email me the link, please? For $20. Okay. You need a logo, Paul. Make one with Canva. Okay, and then you go to Sticker Mule. Okay, so logo, then Sticker Mule. Either myself can hook you up. Okay, let's get it going. I get my cards and pens from Etsy. Okay, so TJ gets his cards and pens from Etsy. So inexpensive. You just put the name of your channel and then you go from there. On the pen, check out a company called Popple Digital Business Cards. Let you hook up all your socials. We have different shirts for each day of the cruise. Really? That's very interesting. A different shirt for each day of the cruise that has your name on it. Okay. I have an artist from Fiverr that created my logo. All right, TJ. So hook me up with your travelswithpnb at gmail.com. Please send me the information. Etsy. So TJ, send me the information, Etsy, and where I can get all these things. Fiverr, for the logo, and just in case I was just gonna put travels with PNB with the YouTube. I'd have just put travels with PNB with YouTube, um channel thing, and that would be it with the YouTube logo. And I think that would have been it. I would have kept it simple. What is your logo? I have to look at your so your logo, Carnival Cruise Addicts, is the one that is on your page here. Okay. You have to think about it. I do like TJ's Destinations. But the thing about Fiverr, I know Fiverr is not very expensive, right, TJ? I think they can be as low as $20. And so email me, Scott. Email me, Liz, what you got? Email me, TJ, so that I can like look into those things. I don't think I really have the time to be able to do some of those things, because literally I'm leaving Friday. But at least for going forward, I can have these things at my disposal for other cruises, so that I can be, because people do ask, "Oh, do you have a channel?" And so I think sometimes, as you said, it's kind of good because everybody doesn't have Wi-Fi to be able to give them something. So whether it be a pen or whether so, but you'd have to just carry those things around all day. I'm getting ready to get off. It's all 1 hour already. We're talking. Okay. um that's usually a picture that I took that he cartooned. Okay. And so thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all the information that you provided, for me. I really, okay, you're helping me to be able to be better going forward. And so I think that would be great. Etsy with my name. I guess they could always use the pen going forward, put it somewhere, and then maybe a business card. Where did you get the business card, TJ? Did you get it through Staples? Did Staples do the or some kind of a company? Did you do Vistaprint for that? Did they do the actual code for you for your card? Because I would do something like that. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. If you have not comment later. For those that's in the replay, thank you for coming through. Thank you for all of your information, for your feedback, for engaging the way that you engage. I appreciate you so much for all that you do, for supporting the way that you do. I do not take it for granted. I do not take it lightly. And so thank you so much. Thank you, Landon C. Thank you so much. Thank you for Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thank you, TJ. Email me and so no naked cruises. And until next time, happy travels. I'll see you then.